Hi, welcome to cooking at Fayette County Public Library. This is Miss Lisa and we're doing quarantine cooking today. I'm so glad you could join us. If you're watching, if you want to make any comments, just make it below and we will respond back to you. Now today's going to be sort of short and sweet. We're staying with our fried food, sort of an appetizer idea. And since it's short and sweet, I have already put the oil in our frying pan today. Please just make sure that when you are frying food that you do use fresh cooking oil or vegetable oil, whichever you would like, and just go ahead and get it hot and ready. So today we are going to be making fried pepper jack cheese wedges. And there's not very many ingredients. All you need to have is some flour, and I've already put about 1.5 cups of flour in this bowl. And in this bowl, in just a minute, I'm going to put some eggs. And in this bowl, we are going to have breadcrumbs. Now, the recipe suggests that we actually use the Panko breadcrumbs because they are very crisp and crunchy. A lot like what you would get if you would go to the restaurant and get some fried cheese. So I am going to go ahead and open this and pour a bunch of that right into this third bowl. So here are your breadcrumbs that we're going to be using, and you're going to want to set that aside because you might need some more later. So what we're going to do, you also do need cheese. Now I have a big brick of pepper jack cheese today, and if you wanted mozzarella or cheddar, whatever kind of cheese you like or your family likes that you want to fry up, go for it, whatever kind you like. So we do need to season the flour. So it suggests that we use some pepper. About 1/2 teaspoon, so I will go ahead and, let's see, my spoon doesn't barely fit in there. Go ahead and pepper up that flour and stir it around. And we're going to put a couple little dashes of salt in there as well. I'll move those out of the way. So there we have some peppered and some seasoned flour. That will be our first step. Our second step for battering our cheese is going to be our eggs. So you're going to want at least 2, and you will use a few more eggs if you are cooking a lot of fried cheese. I'm just going to do probably 1 batch today just to show you how it's done. So you do want to stir up that egg really well, beat it up nice and foamy so that it will be able to coat the cheese. There we go. Now, since the recipe that I found talked about pepper jack wedges. Wedges is like a triangle. So you're going to want to cut off your block. You want to have a nice sharp knife. You want to cut about 1/2 inch in. And you're just going to cut and have a block of cheese. Okay. And then I just like to go ahead and make some triangles. And we're going to fry these little wedges up. And we will have fried pepper jack cheese wedges. It's very simple. So there's going to be our first batch. What we're going to do is we're going to take our little wedge and we're going to flour it really well. So you're going to want to put it in your seasoned flour and stir it all around so it gets covered. All right, I'm going to take that out and put it into the next bowl. Very simple. Cover it with eggs. And it should coat very easily. You can turn it over. There we go. I need to throw it up on there. Okay, now we're going to move it from the egg station into the station with the breadcrumbs. Now, the recipe that I found said if you really want it to be like a restaurant, do it all again. And so you stick it in the flour again. You give it a second coat. Put it in the egg once again. Try to get it all on there. And then back into the breadcrumbs. Now, since you really want to fry your cheese all at the same time, my suggestion is that you then just set it on a plate. The directions also said that it is best if your cheese is not refrigerator cold. So it's best if you go ahead and set your cheese out for a couple of minutes before you do the frying. So let's go ahead and try this again. Let's try our second little wedge. We're going to put it in the flour. we're going to stick it in the egg. Flip it around. This one seems to be the hardest one, just to get it covered with egg. Okay. Once it's covered with egg, I'm going to put it in the breadcrumbs. And looks like my breadcrumbs are getting a little glumpy here, where some of that egg has fallen off of the cheese. You'll just have to deal with that if that happens with you. So we're going to try it again. Cover it with flour. All right. Put it in the egg. My spoon's getting full of stuff here. Let's just get that off of there. Flip it over. Oh, that looks good. And back into the breadcrumbs. And we're going to do one more. And then we'll have a set of 3 that we can fry in our hot oil. I set my oil temperature to 400 degrees. So you're going to want it nice and hot once you've got all of your little jalapeno pepper, pepper jack pepper wedges are ready to go. So one more time, let's get another one into the seasoned flour. Maybe this fork will do it a little better. Into the egg mixture. And then, oh, that fork works great. And then let's cover it with breadcrumbs. And again, if you want it extra crispy, restaurant type style, you're going to want to do it again. Get this extra coating, this extra batter on your cheese. And again, you can make it in wedges, you can make it in sticks, you could make little circles, whatever your fancy is when it comes to frying your little cheese bites. So now I have 3 little cheese wedges ready to go. I'm going to take my spatula and we are going to drop them into the hot oil. Oh, and it's ready to go. Love to see that and hear it. All right, so there's our 3 that we are making with our first batch today. And again, 30 seconds or so of them frying in that oil. And all you have to do is turn them over and cook it again for a few more seconds, and then you get to take them out and eat them with ooey gooey melted cheese right in the middle of this breaded little popper. All right, so they're popping away, so let's go ahead and flip it over. Oh, it's starting to brown right there. Let's try this one. Look at that. And one more. All right, and again, we'll wait just a few minutes. So I know that a lot of people, when they go to restaurants, they enjoy the fried cheese sticks or the jalapeno poppers. And so this is a very easy thing for you to do with your family. Just cut up some cheese, batter it well, and fry it in some hot oil. All right, let's see if they are ready to come out. All right, turn that one over, yeah. You can sort of start to see the melted cheese oozing through the batter on that one. They look very yummy to me. All right, so then of course, since you are dealing with hot oil, you want to drain it a little bit before you put it over on some paper toweling so that it will soak up any of that extra oil. And so these are our 3 pepper jack wedges that we have made today. And I know the time has just gone by so quickly, and it just doesn't take a lot of time to make some fried cheese. I really do hope that you guys will try this at home, and if you use different types of cheese, let us know what you do and how they taste. So that's all it is for today. This is Quarantine Cooking with Miss Lisa from the Fayette County Public Library. I hope you've enjoyed this quick little demonstration, and I will see you again next Friday.